Hello everybody, how's it going? A subscriber of mine asked me if it was okay to overspray fresh and clean fragrances. And I'm just gonna be a little bit more specific and say for me, I don't mind overspraying weak performing fresh and clean fragrances. Now, some people take the word weak and apply it across the board, regardless of a fragrance's scent profile. But for me, I can't do that. An example is Dolce & Gabbana, the 1 EDP. Yes, the performance is trash, but I remember trying to overspray that fragrance and it just got headache inducing. I was like, oh, this is way too much. You know what I mean? And I never want to have a headache phase before I start to enjoy a fragrance as it starts to dry down. You know what I mean? So for me, I don't like to overspray weak scents that are a bit sweeter and spicier, just because it doesn't really work out well for me, you know what I mean? But for weak, fresh and clean fragrances, absolutely. But especially if you're gonna be outdoors, you know what I mean? I've oversprayed Pacific Rock Moss, it's been great. And you know what? I would even kind of expand that range to weak and moderate performance. If it goes over like 12 hours, then yeah, that's not something I would overspray, even if it's fresh and clean. Two examples of that are Cedrat Rosé by Mancera. Let me show you the bottles in case anybody's interested. But this fragrance, I don't overspray because 5 is definitely enough. It'll last me over 15 hours, sometimes even over a day with this scent. And the second one is Hachivat by Nishane. And if you're interested, I'll put the discount site links for both those fragrances I just mentioned. But this is a 24-hour fragrance. So sometimes 5 is already a lot of the scent. Even doing 2 of this fragrance will get you past 12 hours, no problem. So in the case of these 2, I don't overspray them. If they're already strong in performance in that fresh and clean category, then no oversprays are necessary for me. I don't even think about going trigger happy on those. But like I said, with things like Pacific Rock Moss, even with Light Blue Intense, and that already has a nice performance on me. I get 7-8 hours on skin when I overspray that. But I do it, of course, or even with like 6 to 8 sprays with Light Blue Intense, I still get the 7 to 8 actually. So when I do overspray that, if I'm going 10 or more, that's if I'm having an entire beach day. Like I'm gonna be at the beach morning all the way to like nighttime. You know what I mean? That's when I overspray those, but I never overspray them when I am indoors. Only if I am doing stuff outdoors, so that I get a breather and that other people around me get a breather as well, and like we're not just all in the same room, you know what I mean? And because that can get a bit much. So I hope that helped. Weak performing fresh and weak to moderate performing fresh and clean fragrances, I don't mind overspraying. The strong ones I stay away from, and I also don't overspray weak, I don't know, does that make sense? Weak, heavier scents, like weak amber, vanilla, spicy, sweet, bold scents. I don't like overspraying. Anyways, I hope that helped. Again, I'll put the discount site links in the description. Have a great day. See you in the next video. Bye.